Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how to deal with true false not given questions in IELTS reading because I improved my IELTS reading score from band 6.5 to band 9 after a year of struggling. So I understand the confusion, also all of the traps that you might fall for when answering this kind of questions. So let's get into it. You probably understand what does it mean when it's true or it's false, but it might be confusing a little bit when it comes to not given. Not given means that the information is not mentioned at all, but the biggest mistake that I usually make and many people usually make is that assuming the information is true or false just because it sounds logical. So the rules that I usually apply for myself is that I have to really ask myself, can I prove that this sentence is true or false by pointing to the exact sentence or the keyword that proving is right or wrong. Otherwise, the information is not given. That gets me to my next point, which is paying attention to paraphrasing, because in IELTS, there are a lot of paraphrasing. You cannot just skim blindly and paying attention to everything, because, for example, you can see buying, purchasing, these are the same things. Children equal to young people, something like that. And the next mistake that you might want to avoid is overthinking. So when I see myself thinking about the answer over and over again and I'm not sure which true false not given answer that I need to give, I usually move on and come back later with a fresh mind. And even when you just forget it for just a minute, when you go back you think about it differently, and this time you have more clarity. And when you stuck in that circle, just stop, moving on to other questions and then come back later. Now let's talk about the traps that we might all fall for. First trap is inadequate information. For example, the statements say that all students must wear uniforms. Meanwhile, in the passage, you only see some school requires wearing uniforms. So in this case, you cannot confirm that all students must wear uniforms, so it should be not given. The next trap is the extra information. For example, you see the company was found in 1990 in the passage, and then in the statement it say the company was found in 1990 in Canada. So that extra information is not confirmed and it should be not given as well. So I would say there are three types of not given answer that you usually have to pay attention. The first layer is that the information is completely missing. So this is the easiest one. And the second one is that the detail is missing. For example, the course is popular among teenagers. And the most complicated ones are the ones that you kind of expect the information there, but it's not. In this example, they were talking about how Marie Curie was remarkable for her prodigious memory and won a gold medal and this and that, but in the statement it say that she was really interested in science, so you cannot prove it. There is one big mistake that when I was a band 6 student I usually make. This is very important for those who are at a band 6 level. That is connecting ideas across different sentences. And when I got to a band 9, I realized one thing, that I was really strict with finding the evidence to prove that the statement is true or false. Next is my tips on saving time answering this kind of questions. So I usually read the small text and then I come to the questions, and then when I'm done answering that questions, I read the next questions. Doing this helped me to just focus on each questions at a time and also being more precise with my answer. Another time-saving tip is that most answer will fall within 1 or 2 sentences, and if you find yourself skimming too far, you are losing your time. So if you want to get to a band 9 level in answering true false not given, you have to switch your mindset from guessing, assuming, and using logic when answering this kind of questions to using very strict evidence and respect the missing information. Your answer should come from a very clear and direct evidence. If you find yourself combining idea to prove it, then it's usually not given. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.